Hello, hello. Welcome back. As usual, this is going to be a general reading, posing the question, what is it that you need to hear right here, right now? What is most important for us to know? As you can see, I have a few different oracle and tarot decks. I also have some off to the side. We always need our trusty cat tarot to clarify. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. I'll only communicate with spirits and beings of love, here for our highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of all involved. What is it that we need to hear right now? What is most important for us to know right here, right now? Only communicate with beings of light, here for our highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of all involved. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. Even your loved ones are safe. Off the bat. Ah, your hard work is paying off. Don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, off the bat. I'm getting pretty chill energy. Pretty chill. And perhaps nothing will come of this situation. Don't let your past hold you back. I do take note of which cards are showing up as you're very close to achieving your goal. And then under that is believe in the impossible. A new start is coming. Okay, I do take note of the cards that I'm seeing as I'm shuffling. Usually they do add a bit more to the reading. At least that's what I have found. So maybe perhaps there's a situation in your life that you may be a bit worried about. But again, I'm getting the feeling like there's nothing to worry about. It may just be a niggle, in the back of your mind. Maybe wondering about a job, or even just maybe the state of the world. There's a lot going on, but it's almost like eye of the storm, even with all the chaos around. I feel like for the most part, you're pretty much in the center. You're in the eye. I don't feel like there's a lot of chaos around you, and I don't think you need to be worried at all. If anything, there's probably reassurance that you don't need to be worried. You and your loved ones are safe. Wasn't that one of the cards that was split when I split the deck? I don't know what's going on with my words today. But okay, bottom of the deck, nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. You're good. Okay. All right. Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. This feels like towards a new life. And time for healing. Yeah. Very chill. Show the world the real you. Very chill. Hold your vision. Okay. Just gonna take a deep breath for a second. This feels very stable, even with the mountains, you know, very solid. And I feel like you've probably been cultivating that within yourself, you know? I feel like you've been spending a lot of time cultivating and aligning within. And you've created a pretty solid foundation. A time for healing. I don't want to rush the message out. I want to feel into the energy. So please bear with me with the silences. A time for healing. This feels like, again, the internal energy. I feel like it's very peaceful and very calm. Hold your vision. And I feel like, yeah, with the be bold and make the first move, this feels like you have a direction that you want to go. And you've been doing all this inner work. And now it's time to take the steps in the material towards making whatever this vision is, grounding it in reality, making it real. Okay. Eee! No! My little setup. Beep. Beep. Okay. Yeah. The energy is so stable. I found that usually when I do readings, embrace the in-between, be generous of spirit. Embrace the in-between. Sorry. Okay. I found that when I've done other readings, the energy is very fast, but this makes me want to move very slow. This makes me really want to, like, consciously, it's like step by step, don't rush it, don't use more energy than is necessary. And I feel like that is very much also a message here. Like, even though it seems like there is clear forward movement in some capacity, it doesn't feel like rushed. It doesn't feel like you're plowing forward. It feels like a present moment to present moment to present moment to present moment kind of thing. You're not too far in the future, and I think that it's best that way. You need to be right here, right now. That's where you make the steps. That's where you take the steps. It's right here, right now. Yeah. Okay. I have to sneeze. Thank you. A time for healing, and look at that. Time to heal. Time to heal. I mean, you saw I just split the deck. I didn't do anything. Alright. Embrace the in-between. Still there. Love is all around. Love is all around. There's a very peaceful quality. The word trust is coming up. The word trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your path, trust in spirit, trust that everything is working out for you. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Okay. Be loyal to what you love. Learn from the past. Didn't we have the don't let the past hold you back card? Actually, yeah. If we need to rearrange it, we will. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Turn knowledge into wisdom. And these are very grounded energies with the reds and the greens. They're both earth-bound creatures. They do not fly or swim. I mean, maybe they swim, but you get what I'm saying. They're earth-bound creatures. It's very grounded. Even the dog. Even the dog. It's very earth-bound, so that, again, gives me the inkling, the idea that there's something that's being grounded. The vision, your vision, is being grounded. Grounded into the material, the actual world. It's no longer just this ethereal thing. It's starting to be grounded, or that is the advice, to take the steps to start to ground it. I'm actually getting something. Integration. With the learn from the past, turn knowledge into wisdom. Yeah, all that you've learned up until now, taking the time to integrate it, to root it into who you are. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Use this time to heal, to integrate all you've learned up until now, so that as you move, when you make the first move, it's going to be solid. I hope that makes sense. I feel like there is a better way I could have articulated that, but I feel like I trust that you understood what I meant. Yeah, this is a time of integration more than plowing forward. This is a time of integration. Because this integration is, I'm getting like this symbolic solidifying, you know? It's solidifying into the person that you are. It's just gonna be a part of you. Instead of something that you're constantly having to learn or remind yourself of. It's just gonna be a part of you. I don't know how else to say it. Okay. Activations. Coherence. Coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart and the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. These cards are really big. My hands are not. Third eye. I'm sorry, it's really hard to grab these sometimes. This is so chill. I just feel a strong structure. A strong structure. I feel like that is what this time is. You're solidifying the foundation which you've been cultivating within yourself. And it's going to be strong enough, more than strong enough, to hold this gigantic vision. This vision as big as the mountains, you know? This structure which you've been cultivating within is, again, it's laying the foundation for what you are going to be bringing forth. Crown chakra. The frequency of crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. And look at all this purple. Okay. Beep. I don't know where that came from. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamics supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So there's obviously this recurring message of what is it? Bringing different things and making them whole, making them one. Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Let me read that again. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. I feel like that is very on par with what I've been saying. There's an integration, a harmonization. I know that's not a word, but we're going to use it. A harmonization of all these different things which you have learned, which you're learning, which you're coming to learn about yourself. You're bringing it together, making it whole. You're making it whole. And you're learning how to use these different facets of what you've learned internally to aid you in being that version of you at the core of who you are. Show the world the real you externally. I think this is going to be a semi-short one. Okay. The moon's at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if I want to take that. Four of Cups. We'll keep that in mind in case it comes back out. And I saw the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That worry that we were talking about at the beginning of the reading. Oh, wow. Three of Swords. Ooh. Bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. So far, I don't know if I'll pull more. I feel like... Okay. So, I forgot to take this. I forgot to say this at the beginning. Please use your... Wow. Please use your discernment with all readings, all divination on the internet, you know. Trust your inner guidance above anything that you hear online. Trust your inner guidance above everything, anything from anybody that you will hear online, okay? So, I feel like you probably come from a rough past. I don't think the past has been very rosy for you. But I feel like what you went through taught you a lot. It taught you a lot. Again, take what resonates. I feel like you're on a journey now of following a higher calling, soul mission, purpose, whatever you would like to label it as. Again, with the be loyal to what you love, there's something that I feel you know or feel deeply that you are here to do. Whether that is sharing your story, sharing what you've learned, communication. It probably does have to do with that in some capacity. Sharing what you've learned and how you became the version of yourself that you are today. And I mean, the sun is self-explanatory. The sun is self-explanatory. This is a yes. Hold your vision. Under the hold your vision. Whatever it is, you don't have to worry that it's not going to be successful. It's going to be everything that you expected and more. Don't focus too much on the specific form. Just know that it's going to be fulfilling. It's going to be something that you want, and it's going to be what you want at the corest, at the truest part of you, you know, not what the ego wants or anything, not what we've been told or taught to want or to desire. It's going to be the truest kind of fulfillment, the highest. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands under that. self-protection. So Seven of Swords sometimes talks about sneaky energy, but I am seeing this as more of strategic. Again, not rushing forward, being strategic about how you move. And again, not in a, sneaky kind of way. I almost feel like, again, this is like maybe a strategic exit. Yeah. I heard recently somebody shared that perspective on the Seven of Swords, and that resonates a lot. A strategic exit. Moving quietly. Careful. What is it? Yeah, careful steps. We're gonna clarify with the little cats here, and then we will wrap it up. Okay. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. Oof, that is too much. Oh, wow. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, whoa. Hold up. Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords, apparently. Then we have the Sun and the Three of Cups. Everything you've gone through has been for a purpose. It's been to teach you exactly what you needed to know to become the person that you are supposed to be, your highest expression in this world, the highest expression. And that's also so you can experience the highest level of joy, connection, and, on the bottom of the deck, two of cups, the highest expression of love. And I feel like highest expression of love in all forms, not just romantic. Self-love, the love of everything around you, the love you receive from companionship, friends, from work. Like it's an all-around kind of thing. It's all around. Love is all around. That was literally, you saw it. I showed you. It was the bird. Love is all around, the nightingale spirit. That was when we were shuffling the spirit animals. I apologize for the choppy articulation of this message, but I hope that it's coming across. This seems very reassuring. Wherever you're going, it's going to be very prosperous and very fulfilling at the deepest, truest level of who you are. Yeah. And I think you know that. But you may just be worried because, again, you got to show up in the world, and sometimes the world will throw you the opposite. But the message is to be loyal to what you love. Hold your vision. And hold on to what you know is true, what you feel is true. With the Hierophant, that also gives that loyalty to your vision, loyalty to what you're feeling is true inside of you, loyalty to your vision. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Stay the course. You're on the right track. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this resonated. Please tell me if it did in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel so called to. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Before I go, I want to recap. I'm feeling called to recap everything before we close everything down. Learn from the past, integrate the knowledge that you've learned, because I feel you will be put in a position where you're going to communicate these. You're going to communicate it to people who are on a similar path, who may not be as far as you on their path. You're going to be able to help them with what you are able to share from your own personal experiences, from what you've overcome, from what you've learned. You're integrating the past, you're integrating everything that you've learned as you're becoming this new version of yourself, as you're taking small steps to move towards this new highest expression in the world. Everything that you're learning, everything that you have learned is coming together, integrating and coalescing, so that you can be this whole version of you in the world. All the internal work that you've been doing, it's solidifying into the person that you are, so that you can now go into the world with this new sense of being, with this new presence. And it's not something that you'll need to, beam, and display. It's just going to be a way of being. It's just the way that you're going to now show up in the world. So take this time to properly integrate everything. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Take this time to properly integrate everything. You will know the right steps to take. You will know the right next steps to take. And when it's time, you will make that decision. You will. Trust